What's up, friends? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. You can call me Jamble McWangleborg. That was April 20th. What do you think of that? The weed day. This is my full-time... Tonight, hey, Workbench Wednesday, it's pouring out. Patrick is coming over at 9, so an hour from now. We were gonna go out and do some night flying with the Starlight and the Moonlight Gemfan props, but it's not looking like it. It's pouring cats and dogs, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I need to get some glides fixed. Everything is broken. Everything is blown up. So yeah, I got some work to do. And we'll hang out and ask any questions you've got. As always, this is my full-time job. CiottiFPV.com is the best way for you to support me if you'd like me to keep doing this all day, every day. If you go over there, this is what it's going to look like. My Patreon page is the thing that helps me out the most. And it's the thing that's going to give you guys the most value. To be totally honest with you, there's all kinds of really good articles over there. PID tuning, filter tuning, how to troubleshoot different things like motor heat and oscillations. How does a PID loop work? I put deals up every so often when there's really cool stuff in clearance, you know, that's not just garbage. Notifications when I live stream, which YouTube does a terrible job with. Via email, Discord, secret Discord pages, and Facebook, and a secret Facebook group. So all kinds of really good stuff going on over on Patreon. Definitely jump on if you have a couple extra, if you have 10 cents a day to spare. If you can spare 10 cents a day, your lanky, gangly, fuckbag friend CiottiFPV can keep making content for you. YouTube and Instagram. Over on Etsy, I've got a bunch of stickers and some really fun hardware. Over on Fiverr, I'm doing flight instruction, flight coaching. I'm helping you tune, and I'm helping you plan your build so that you don't waste money buying the wrong parts that fly like ass. T-shirts over on Teespring. They're really high quality. If you've ever bought a t-shirt for a little bit more money and it's been softer and nicer and fit better, that's what the Teespring shirts are. So treat yourself. Get yourself a properly fitting t-shirt. FPV Exchange is an amazing website by Nevin. If you're not on there, you need to get on there or I'm going to cut your face. Bunch of affiliate links. If you ever find yourself doing an order for anything, it doesn't matter what you're ordering, on FPV Cycle, Amazon, Get FPV, Oh My God's website, FPV Crate, Banggood, Camera Butter, and AliExpress. If you hit any of these affiliate buttons at some point before you check out, I will get 1 to 6% of your order for nothing. It's free money. So see if you can remember. What some of the folks in the chat have done is replace their bookmarks with my affiliate links. You can like right click and copy link address and then make that your bookmark so that every time you go to Amazon, no matter what, my affiliate link gets dropped in there, or Get FPV or FPV Crate, so on and so forth. Nothing to stop you from, doing this on like every single computer you ever come across, friends, family, in the Apple store, Don't do that. There's the Etsy store. Look at those beautiful stickers. You want some stickers and some random hardware. I really need to carve out some time to I can't believe I just said carve out some time. I really need to find some time to add. I have a bunch more hardware to put up here. Here is FPV Exchange. If you don't go to FPV Exchange and get set up and start using it, I'm going to kill you. So you might as well just go do it so that, I don't have to become a murderer. In the chat, if you'd like to talk directly to me, all you need to do is either a super chat or type CiottiFPV. You can put Nat in front of it, but you don't have to. If you type CiottiFPV, or anybody's name for that matter, you just have to spell it right. For that person, it'll light up an orange like this, so that they'll know you're talking to them. Jackalope FPV, Motor Ref, Chomper, Paul McDonald, Matthew Savu, Athix, Recursive, Dan Richmond, Richard, Free Range Chicken, Stuck in Tree, Smooth and Groove, and Aaron FPV, Paul McDonald again, June Loco, Remy, Tim, Always Halfpin, Patio Patterson, Adrian Brown 89, and FPV Trucker were the first people to post in the chat. Thanks for hanging out, boys. Good to have you. Matthew Savu said that I'm the man. Recursive FPV says, what's up? How's life? Pretty shitty, but a little bit better every day, I guess. Free Range Chicken, what's up? All Smooth and Groovin' says, am I first? Nope. Recursive says, what's up? Adrian Brown says, actually on a live stream, no joke, I watch your repeats on 1.5 speed to catch up. Nice, Adrian. I can't even imagine what my voice must sound like in 1.5 or 2 speed. FPV Trucker saying, what's cracking? What else do we have? Brandon's Baked Bean says, cutting the trees, washing the windows. These guys need to pay you to fly there. Michael Blade says, hey, what's up? Frank Nicholas dropping the link to CiottiFPV.com. B-Man saying, yo, 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 my FPV brother. Robin Duckett says, shills, and I'm like, anyone else shills, and I'm like, sleeping. Journey Droid says, help us, you're our only hope. Frank Nicholas dropping the link to CiottiFPV. I almost got through it. God damn it. Hawk FPV, Metal Dirt Skin, what's up, fellas? Alright, people, I gotta get to work. Yeah, lots to be done on many glides, so I'm just gonna dig in. This one's not all that bad. This is the quickest repair, so I'm gonna do this one first to make sure that I have something that flies if it stops raining tonight. Oh! 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 Look at this! Who can guess what these are? That one says adjustable. That one says fixed. First person to figure out what these are in the chat gets a big prize. Adrian Brown says you sound slow now. You still 1.5 speed. Cramming as much as as I can while I can. Yeah. P. Richard Scott is in the house. He says, you better put Starlight Camel 1. Oh, shit. I gotta do that, too. I forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Patrick. Yeah, I gotta switch cameras. It's definitely not a cock ring, Patio Patterson. Robin Duckett gets it. Nope, Brandon fucking A. Brandon gets it. Camera cage. Camera cage for what? Dan Richmond's getting closer. Bunch of people are getting it now. What's it for, though? That's more what I was getting at. Dan Richmond is close. Why are these screws so hard to get out of here? That's what she said. What's the frame? There it is. Metal Dirtskin's got it. Got it. 250 camera mounts. Yep, from Tommy for a drone. Good. Yeah. These are the 250 camera mounts, so we can do the builds. Hey, Metal, you in here? Do you guys remember Monday night? Was it Metal Dirtskin that said he had the 3.5 inch M5 mount props? There you are, Metal. Hey, was that you, Metal? Am I remembering that correctly? If it was you. I want those for this build. This is the build that I want to kind of test that theory with the 3.5 inch props on. So if that was you, Metal, I gotta get your address and I'm gonna send you these T-mount ones. How many packs of those do you have? I'm pretty sure it was you. How many sets of those 3.5 inch M5 mounts, the old school ones, do you got? You mind looking? I gotta get something to drink. I'm thirsty as hell. I'm probably dehydrated. By the time you're thirsty, you're dehydrated. It was me. I got a bunch of stuff I meant to send you anyway. I should finally get it out the door. Amazing. Thank you, Metal. That's metal as fuck of you. See what I did there? I apologize. Here's some flying. I'll be right back. You got 2? All right, cool. I got 2 sets of the T-mounts for you. Perfect. Am I gonna remember if I put them there? I'm gonna write your name on them. Then I'll remember. That's not flying. That's faffing. It's me screaming. No audio? Should be audio. Audio's working on my side. Jesus Christ. It is a cursed battery. It is a cursed day of flying here. I'm gonna delete this footage. Metal, dirt, skin. Bareback. Okay, who's upset? Props are fine? Wow. Gem fan 5143s. Really? Ridiculous. Completely fine. Look at them skinny ass legs. Alright. That's not what I wanted to do. Free trimming services. Metal says, afternoon thunderstorms, one of the few things I miss about the East Coast. Not me. Fuck a thunderstorm. 2 sets, no 2 props. LOL. Cool. Yeah, I got 2 sets for you, brother. Thank you again, Metal. Experimental says, I hear thunder here as well. Skippy, what's up? What up, Skippy? All right, let's get to work. God damn it. Before I forget, let me switch this camera out. We are gonna put a Foxeer Starlight Toothless 2 Nano Starlight in here. And it's gonna be great, I hope. Patrick says thunderstorms will stop at 10. That's pretty awesome. I've actually never flown a night cam. The Eagle Micros that I flew forever have really good low light performance. You know what? I actually want to look up what their minimum light rating is. Actually, can one of you guys look that up real quick? Can one of you guys just Google that? Look, it'll be like it's probably going to be like 0.000 lux, 0.001 lux. I would love it if one of you could look that up. That would be amazing. I know one of you is sitting at your computer with the Google machine ready to go. God damn, I got a big blob of solder. All right, there we go. Where are they? Here they are. So yeah, we're gonna try this. If this is, I'm super interested in these cameras. If these are good enough during the daytime compared to the Predator, I'll just leave these on. I don't know why the hell I got 3 of them. Well, I do, but I don't want to talk about it. Back to base asks if I'm going to flow state. I am. Joshua let me know that there's a one of the seats is reserved for me in the pilot's area or whatever. I wasn't gonna go because I wanted everybody else. I wanted as many other people to get seats as possible, but Joshua was like, "Well, we're saving you a seat no matter what, so you're either coming or it's gonna be an empty seat." So I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm going." Robin Duckett says 0.001. Droney Droid says 0.0001. Runcam Micro Eagle is what I'm asking about. Runcam Micro Eagle, the original. Hobby RC UK says 0.001. Interesting. Hey, anybody that's going to Flow State, anybody who's heard back from Joshua and James that wants to meet up and go fly before and or after, or maybe come back here and hang out afterwards. I don't know. We're going to figure something out. Shoot me a message somewhere. CiottiFPV, Instagram, Facebook, Smoke Signals, wherever you'd like. Shoot me a message somewhere with your YouTube name and your real human being name, and say, hey, I got my confirmation or whatever. I'll be at Flow State. I want to hang out, or I don't want to hang out. Either or. I'm fine either way. You want to be a fucking jerk? That's okay. Yeah, let me know, and we'll do a little get together. What a bunch of us local pilots are realizing is that there are going to be the better part of 140 pilots here in town that weekend. So I'm trying to. Eagle is 0.001, Toothless is 0.0001. Very cool. Yeah, so what I've decided is that I want to get as many of you guys as possible together so that we can go, because here's what's going to happen, realistically. The addresses of the really famous Atlanta spots are not really all that hard to find, so people are definitely going to find those addresses. And then they're going to go to those spots, and there's going to be, like I said, 140 goddamn people, so it's going to be kind of a shit show. And, like, I don't know, it could be. I'm a little bit worried because, like, some of the spots, like, we kind of have relationships with the security guards, and, like, they're kind of cool with us as long as we're not fucking lunatics. And, like, I don't know, we're kind of worried that people that come are going to be lunatics and are going to kind of fuck it up for us a little bit, maybe. Hopefully not, obviously, but I don't know. We're just, who the hell knows? So what I would really like to do is keep you guys together, and let's go to the not so popular spots, because if you go to the popular spots, there's probably going to be a bunch of people there, and you're probably not really going to get to fly. So I'd like to take some of you guys to Stables, which is a total OG Atlanta spot. I want to take you guys to the building with the 3-story building with the dive corner. It's a really easy dive, but it's 4 stories actually. It's a 4-story dive. It's nice and opened. Like, you don't have to be a total ridiculous pilot to hit that dive. And then the third spot I want to take you guys to is the tree tunnel spot, which is another pretty classic Atlanta spot. They're not like the super, super, super high level Atlanta spots, but that's probably better as well, because, like, you know, squares, like, if you're not a really high level pilot and you try to fly squares, you're going to get like one battery in and wreck all your shit. So it's probably a better idea to not go to those like really, really hardcore, really, really well-known spots. So yeah, if you want to be involved in that, shoot me a message when you get your confirmation that your ticket is good, and then hey, do everybody a favor and don't bail. If you get approved to go, like, understand that there's a lot of people that are not getting approved to go, and if something comes up, like, reply back to James and or Joshua and say, hey, I can't go, please give my ticket to somebody else. Yeah, just sort of in general, do that in life. Okay, so this is the Starlight cam. Let's drop this in here. Throw this lens cap in the trash. And then we'll switch out this race wire so that the rig spins the goddamn motors again. we're going to be able to see where we're going, but the right rear motor's not going to spin. So, you know, that's not going to do us any good. Metal Dirtskin with a $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, gotta go fly while it's light. Spoiler alert, the box I'm sending also contains a camera you'll probably want to hang on to. Very cool, Metal. What the hell is it? Is it a Micro Eagle? If it's a Micro Eagle, keep it. I have a million of them. I'm all in on these nano cams. But if it's not a Micro, if it's not an Eagle Micro, I'm intrigued, man. Thank you. Very cool of you, Metal. Right. What I don't like about this is the lens, the frontal area of the lens is very small. So, and usually the size of the lens is typically a pretty good indicator of the quality of the picture that you're going to get, especially when the lenses are really this small. So, not going to hold my breath on this one. It's the quality is during the daytime is probably not going to be as good as the Predator, but that's okay. The whole night flying thing doesn't happen all that often, so it's easy to just pop the top plate off and swap the camera out like I'm doing right now. So it'll be really handy to have these guys. Or maybe I'll be dead ass wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. But in the daytime, I'm gonna back to back this camera versus a Predator to, yeah, just kind of get locked in on what the hell's going on between the two of them. Like I said, I would love to be able to just leave this Starlight camera in here. Nick Burns' review kind of got me thinking because he flew it during the day and it was like shockingly good. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Cautiously optimistic. Okay, so that guy's good to go. None of these wires are touching the flight controller. They're all kind of hovering above it. Although this little camera connector plug could potentially get in there, so we're just going to move this guy back there. We could even push it under the ESC a little bit, but no, it's actually fine right there. It's not going to come out of the wire bundle. In fact, I'm going to push the wire bundle down between the flight controller and the ESC just to further kind of hold that guy in there. And there we go. Camera has been swapped. Now we can deal with this situation. So this actually, this must have been a pretty nasty prop strike because this pulled the pad. This pulled the pad right off of this race wire, which I've actually never had that happen before. I've been running these race wires forever. And yeah. FPV says, abandoned go-kart track. That is no more. That spot went away about 2 years ago, unfortunately, Athix. Seth says, how often do you break motors? Probably one every 10 or so batteries, if I had to make a guess. Michael Blade's got his invite. Experimental says, let's meet up. Athix says, why did you need the standoff for the 250? I'm assuming that you meant camera cage, Athix. These are RunCam hybrid specific camera cages for the 250 because I'm an analog broke pleb and yeah, I'm building my 250 with an analog setup and a RunCam hybrid, which should be interesting. I have a feeling that with the 3.5-inch props, that there won't be any prop in view, and at that point, the 250 becomes a really interesting Insta360 Go 2 carrier. So I don't know. That could be kind of cool. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to use 4-inch arms for 3.5-inch props, but I mean, it's actually not that. It's not that big of a deal. The weight difference in a 3.5 versus a 4-inch arm is definitely minimal. It might be so minimal that it just straight up doesn't matter at all. But we'll see soon enough. What color race wires are on here is a question I've got. Blue in the back, red in the front. God damn it. I don't think I have any more blue. I had a set of them out here. Where the hell did they go? There's these ones. And then there's these ones. What are these? These are red. Let me check the drawer. Wait, no, that's not it. Is there a little container with them? Yeah, there is. Alright, let me see what I got here. Hey, there's another blue one. Oh god. I vomited that out. Cool. Blue. What color is the race wire on the bottom of this thing? I know it's purple. I'm sure of it. Yeah, it's purple. So this thing is purple on the bottom and then blue on the back arms. What the hell did I do that for? Kind of want to switch it to purple in the rear. Or blue on the bottom. I could really easily switch it to blue on the bottom. Let's stick it. Let's stick it up the butt. Let's stick it. Let's lick it and stick it. Let's stick it in your eye. Let's stick it. Well, this is the rig with the blue standoff, so yeah, let's go with blue. Let's go with blue. We're gonna go with blue. You know what we'll do? We'll go with blue. I know what we'll do. We'll go with blue. You guys cool with that? We'll go with blue. Let's go with blue. Seth Inman says, do you ever wonder where this hobby will be in like 20 years? I don't, because I'm sure it'll be outlawed by then. Apex says, cheap, cheap, cheap. He also says, I run analog on my 250 with an Insta 360 Go. Nice. License to Drive says, my old Runcam Owl Starlight 0001 Lux rated, and I've flown it up a hill, just the light of the full moon. And then Chris Croft says, I ripped the pad off of my race wire 2 weeks ago also. When it rains, it pours. Yeah, Seth, I don't have a ton of hope for this hobby in the long term, if I'm completely honest, just because the overregulation that I've seen in my lifetime, you know, I just kind of like think about this hobby and the problem with this hobby is that you can use it really maliciously, and as soon as someone does, that's going to be the end of it, I think. So yeah, it's one of the things that really scares me about when the barrier to entry gets lower in this hobby. Like, I would really prefer this hobby to be impossible, like forever. Like, no bind and fly rigs, like Betaflight is forever difficult, because that's the only way that's going to prevent somebody from doing something really dumb with one of these things, right? Because when the hobby is difficult, then by the time you get up in the air, you're like pretty invested, and you're like, well, let me not be an asshole because I don't want to ruin it for myself. So yeah, I don't have a ton of hope long term, but hopefully I'm wrong. Plan for the worst, hope for the best, right? I don't think the tech will be all that different, if we're totally honest. I think that we've kind of reached the end of the easy gains, so to speak, in the hobby. Like, I think that there's going to be small improvements for the foreseeable future. I think that, like, the flight performance that we have now is going to be pretty similar to the flight performance that we'll have in 20 years. We'll probably have more... I mean, see, that's what's interesting, right? Like, you could, like, the battery tech is obviously going to get better, right? So, like, we'll be able to make more power and get longer runtime. But, I mean, we don't build these things really based on either one of those typically, right? Like, there's all these people flying these, like, 750, 800-gram freestyle rigs, and there's no reason for them to be that heavy. Like, those guys just like the weight. They like the weight for the extra momentum. So, like, okay, battery tech gets better. Well, that's great. We're building them for that weight, right? So, like, ooh, the battery tech gets better. Instead of flying 5 minutes, I can fly 10 minutes. Well, like, you're really gonna fly for 10 minutes? Like, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna come back and, like, land and just, like, leave it plugged in and just have a sip of a drink or some shit? You know what I mean? Like, it's yeah, it's weird. This hobby's weird in more ways than one. All right, sadly that LED race wire is trash. So let me solder this one up first, and then I'll put the shrimp wrap on it. That's right, I said shrimp wrap. And then we'll solder the motor on. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully the hobby stays around forever. But I just don't know. I just don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out together. If you guys stay in it, I'll stay in it. Come on, man. Why don't make me always have to clean you, you fucker. Okay, what the hell's going on? Why? Spread out on the whole pad, you jackass. Jackass! Okay. Just getting these pads tinned up. For anybody that's new to soldering, tinning the pads allows you to then tinning the pads and the exposed bit of the wires allows you to not have to add additional solder when you're connecting the wire to the pad, which is really important. So do it, or I will come to your house and just give you a kiss on the mouth, and nobody wants that. Alright, let's get it. No, don't move out of the way. Just be cool. Yeah. Thank you for cooperating. Inanimate objects. Alright. So this is going to be a... Alright, so I'm going to do the shrink wrap now because I need to get this VHB down so that it stops moving around like a jerk. Just get it measured here real quick. The shrimpiest of shrimp wraps. I call it shrimp wrap because in the 1700s when it was created, its original use was actually to wrap up shrimp. Did you guys know that? That's the origins of what we now call shrink wrap. But you guys didn't know that. I bet you guys learned something today. It used to be pink, License to Drive. Yeah, it was peeled from the back of pink shrimp. Confirmed. Chris Croft says, "What are the underframe LEDs?" It's just one. I just run a positive and a negative from the ESC pads, and then I just put a single, where is it? A single simple constant on race wire on the bottom. The reason that I do this is, I forget why. I think I started doing it just because it looks kind of cool. And it's like a tail light, so that when there's somebody behind you, it makes you really easy to see, so they can follow you and get cool footage of you. But the real value of this became evident at one point when I crashed into a little pond at a office park spot, and the rig was upside down in the pond. And I looked for the quad for like 15 minutes and I couldn't find it. And then I just happened to see the red LED. The rig was upside down and the red LED was still on, shining straight up, and I just barely saw it. If there hadn't have been a red LED on the bottom, I wouldn't have found the rig. Like, for real, wouldn't have found it. The only other constant on lights are on your flight controller, and they're facing upwards, and they're covered by the top plate and shit, you know what I mean? So, like, having an LED on the bottom of the rig, in that case, helped me find the damn thing. So after that, I was like, well, fuck it, I'll do it on all of them. Because it's not hard. It really only takes, like, a couple of minutes to do it. Seth Inman says, that sucks because RC planes have existed for decades. That's true, but yeah, RC planes just, they just can't be used in such as evil of a way as these things can, you know? Sounds so snobby, but 100% agreement. Yeah. What can we do? Alpha Slaw says, quick question, how hot do your motors get when it's 95 degrees out? Alpha Sloth, the simple sort of rule is if you can't grab a motor and hold your fingers on it for like 5 seconds, it's too hot. Mine never get hotter than that. If they are getting hotter than that and you can't hold your fingers on them for 5 seconds, there's an issue. Typically it's a mechanical problem. Bent props, banged up motor bells, loose arm bolts, delaminated arms, any number of different things. I have an article on the Patreon page called Troubleshooting Motor Heat, which gets into all the different things. Or potentially a tune issue. But most of the time, it's a mechanical issue. So always, always, always check for mechanical stuff first. Robin Duckett says, in the UK, if you're a member of the FPV UK Association, you get a special exemption because of the previous excellent track record of members. That's pretty cool. Athix says, we'll get 16 by 16 with way better amps, like 40 amps. Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I have a feeling that everything will be AIOs, which will be awful, but at that point, they'll probably be decent quality, hopefully. The gyro will still be fucked, though, because it'll have all the extra wires hooked up to it. Robin Duckett says, we can fly up to 5 kilogram UAS recreational areas, 250 in any non-flight restricted zones. Very cool, Robin. I hear stuff about the UK rules every once in a while, but it's always good to go. Refresher. Seth Inman has no spots at all near him, so mainly flying around trees and grass. I never break motors. Seth, I thought the same thing in Charleston. When I moved to Charleston, I was like, man, there are no spots around here. I used to go on my lunch break, my hour lunch break, and I would just drive and just hunt spots. And after doing that for a couple months, I found a lot of really good spots. So, yeah, challenge yourself. I'm sure that there are spots, but they're just buried, and you got to put the time in to find them. It's a pain in the ass because it's like, man, I'm just driving around, but you're not. You're looking for locations. It's the same thing as that photographers do. There's the saying, location, location, location with photography. You don't have to be a good photographer. You just have to have a camera in a good location. FPV is kind of the same thing. You don't have to be that great of a pilot, but if you fly really interesting locations, people are going to want to watch your footage. And you're also going to want to fly more. Flying in a good location is more fun than flying in a boring field. So yeah, put the time in, brother. Put the time in, put the work in, whatever mantra you want. because that's sort of what you got to do. I've tried to do that here in Atlanta. Like, there's a lot of really established Atlanta spots. I didn't necessarily just want to bite off of everybody's spots, so I've tried really hard over the last couple of years to find my own spots. And some of those spots are now, like, you know, pretty well-known spots, which is kind of cool. But it takes time. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of exploring. So load up some good jams in your 6-disc CD player. Get some Little River Band up in there, and take a drive. Chris Ferret says you can kiss you on the mouth. You scent beast. What the hell's a scent beast? Oh, sexy beast. Chris Croft says, where do I get those LEDs? All these LEDs that I run are from the OG Tiny's LEDs. TINYS LEDs. Tiny Z, plural LEDs. Seth Inman says my motors get hot to the point where I can still hold them, but I know it's because my motors are really dinged up. Hence all my questions. Gotcha. Yeah, as long as you can still hold them, you're fine. B-man, they will get hot. Motors will get hot for sure. But there's a point where they're like boiling hot. That's the problem. And when they get to that point, you'll know it. You'll like touch the motor and like, oh fuck. Like that's too much. And you'll also be able to smell them. You'll be able to smell the enamel on the windings starting to kind of like melt and vaporize. B-Man says, could be flying in 90+ degree heat. That'll make it a little hotter. It's true. When it's hot outside, they do get noticeably hotter. Alpha Sloth says, could still hold them indefinitely, so I guess I'm good. Used your PIDs, it's a tight build. Make sure you just spin up your motors, Alpha, as often as you can. You know, when you get home, pull the props off, spin the motors up like I show you guys all the time. Seth Inman lives in Ontario, Canada. Really? There's fucking flies in here? What the hell? Alpha Sloth says almost 100 outside. Yeah, they definitely get a lot hotter when the ambient temperature is up there. That's for sure. All right, let me wrap or shrink this shrimp wrap here. What if they, man, there's my $1 million idea. Pink shrink wrap that I call and market shrimp wrap. That's it. That is how I'll make $1 million. The guy made $1 million. You guys know what movie that's from? The guy made $1 million. Fucking asshole. Rough day. Rough day. That's alright though. I'm really excited Patrick's coming to hang out, even if we don't get to fly. Cause motherfucker is it raining hard. Yeah, that guy always makes me feel better. Lucky to very lucky to have met and befriended him. A great human being. Don't come on. It doesn't happen often, man. It's pretty rare to find like a true good human being that's like into the same shit as you. That's like next level friendship right there. Like there's plenty of great human beings out there. But to find one that has common interests, man, that's tough. And is local, and is, you know, and. It's pretty cool. I'm a lucky guy. And. Okay, so let's clean the top of the arm off here so that we can get good stiction with the VHB. Because you didn't even know that was a word, did you? Stiction? Probably not a word. It is now, though. Alright, so we want to get this right about here. Oopsie. Alright, yeah, right there. put that down right there. And we're good. Michael Blade says it's really rare to find a true friend. Seth Inman says, do you think 1950 kV is too high for freestyle? Seth Inman, there's no such thing as too high of a kV anymore. We have motor scaling, motor limiting in Betaflight 4.2, and yeah, I have a rig that I run on 6S with 2400 kV motors, motor scaled down to 65%, and it is completely impossible to tell a difference between that rig and my 1950 kV rigs on 6S that I have scaled down to 85%. So yeah, kV is kind of irrelevant as long as the kV is high enough. If the kV is too low, then the motor manufacturer should be hit with a fucking metal folding chair, because there's just no reason to produce low kV motors anymore. It's really stupid, and they're only hurting themselves by doing that. So don't waste your money on lower kV motors. Always buy motors that are quite a bit higher kV than you need, and motor limit them down. You're going to find a million keyboard commandos on Facebook who say that that's a bad idea. None of them have tried it, because every single person that has tried it and blind tested it knows that even though the math says that there's going to be loss, those losses are inconsequential. And the advantages far, far outweigh the inconsequential losses. I mean, like, straight up, believe me, if there was a performance like, I have no reason, none, to run 2400 kV motors on 6S. Not one single reason. I did it because I was testing it, and once there was no bad shit with doing it, I just went, okay, well, fuck it, I'm not going to take the motors off, I'll just leave them. And so, yeah, I just left them. And it continued to be completely fine. And now what's really cool is I have a rig with me at all times that if I'm... So 2/3 of people are still on 4S with 5-inch rigs. So chances are, if I forget to bring my batteries, there's going to be somebody there with 4S batteries, and having this rig on the with the 2400s on it, I can borrow those 4S batteries and still shred. Technically speaking, on a 1950 kV motor, you could still definitely borrow a 4S battery, but you wouldn't have a lot of throttle. You would have to fly it around like a Cinewhoop, right? It would be way down on power. So yeah, there's actually... if I could kind of go back and do it all over again, when I switched to 6S, I would not have bought 6S kV motors. I would have just kept buying 2400 kV motors and motor limiting them down. All that being said, I pretty much never forget my batteries. So that's not a real actual, like, technically, yeah, it could happen, but it hasn't yet. So, like, I've actually been buying the 1950 kV T-Motor F40 Pro 4s. But, yeah, I don't know. I do kind of wish I could have gone back. I could go back in time and just continue to buy 2400s, because it would have saved me from spending a bunch of money when I switched to 6S. And I could have pissed that money away on more important things. You know? Like cocaína! And there's that. Be like a recovering addict in the chat at some point that's going to be like, yeah, I don't find that funny. I'm going to feel like a real asshole. Hopefully they will find it funny, though. Got jokes. Okay. That's good to go. And let's zippity zap this motor to the other side. And then we can move on to the ESC swap rig, which I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to get finished up tonight, but that's okay. We'll see. I think there's something simple on the other glide that I can just fix real quick. Or maybe I already did. Didn't I fix one the other day? It's strapped to my bag. And I don't remember... What the fuck? Come on, man. And I don't remember... I don't remember. I just don't remember, guys. I don't remember shit. Next time I do a Pyro drone order, I'm actually going to get... I think I'm going to get a bunch of their race wires because they have the pads staggered, which is a much better setup. I don't like that these pads are all next to each other here. They're just a little too close. Like right now, one little wire from this first... one little strand of wire from this first motor decided to be a jerk and bridge over to the middle pad. So now I'm having to rework this, which is just stupid. I think it just happened again. There's a real issue going on here. This motor wire is being a real dick face. Oh, and now the pads are bridged, so that's great. Yeah, there's just kind of no reason to not stagger the pads. There's plenty of room on the PCB to get it done. But these were like the originals, so nobody thought to stagger the pads on the, on like the OG version of this. So let me re-tin this, because what's basically happened here is that all the flux is burned off. There we go. Okay, now we're talking. And let's give this another shot here. Now there's going to be a ton of solder on here, which is going to kind of... It's going to try to bridge, but I'm just going to leave it offset on the pad. And I think we're good to go, although there is a little something going on there. Let me take a look. Yeah, now we're fine. Kind of an optical... It was an optical illusion because of how shiny the solder ball there is. Alright, last one. And then we can move on to the next exploded rig. Never ends around here. Never fargan ends. Okay. That should be good. Let me just check it one last time. Yep, those are fine. Other ones are fine. Cool. Working rig. What a luxury. I do kind of want to change this on the bottom, but force myself to do it. Oh, I'm glad I did it. This guy's ripped. That could have been ugly. Okay, cool. So that's good to know. Man, these wrap straps have been ripping a lot lately. I might actually stop using them and switch back over to zip ties, because the zip ties are, I think, seem to be a lot more durable. Trying to pick up some solder on the tip of the iron here. Not cooperating. It's because it's dirty. I see you, chat. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, come on now. Don't be a jackass. There we go. Really? Come on, man. Don't... Oh, you're gonna solder yourself back down? Okay, I see how it is, you jackass. Get off of there! Come on, man. What? Why are you gonna do me like that? Jesus. Great, now these wires are all frayed to hell. Oh, boy. Tough day, getting tougher. What do we got? Yeah, it's fine. Come on, man. Oh no! That is not at all what I wanted. Oh boy, this is... Okay, that was a just total disaster. Alright. Grab some more solder. Wrap it around the handle of your favorite fat driver handle. And make yourself a little solder stand. The solder is, of course, getting tangled up on everything that it possibly can on my bench just to see if it can get me to scream at the top of my lungs. But I will resist because I have neighbors and they might call the police. Call the police! Alright, let me do this right this time. Call the police is a joke from a job I had a long time ago. Showed us this like asinine safety presentation. And that was like one of the stupid answers. This wire's kind of shot. There we go. That's a little better. Alright, so this guy is going to sit here like that. So let's get these pads on here tinned up a little bit, and then we'll just pop those wires on, shrimp wrap it, and be good to go. Tip of the soldering iron down, add solder to the pad. There we go. It's going to be hot. Careful. That wasn't too bad. Recursive noticed M1 iMac Fun. When are you going to get it? So YouTube takes 1.5 to 2 months to pay out. So I kind of have to wait, unfortunately. But that's probably a good thing because apparently OBS is a little bit of a nightmare on the M1s at the moment. So yeah. I don't know. But earliest beginning of this next month, which I guess is kind of here already. I don't know, we'll see. Wow, that just went horrible. Okay, let's try this again. That's much better. Nope, no it's not. Why the hell did that... What is going on here? Why is this wire being such a prick? Come on, yo. There we go. My God. And of course now the silicone of that one is all up on the positive pad here, but we'll get it. We'll get it. Nope, that wasn't it. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on, there we go. Hey, positive pad. Actually cooperated. Thanks for that. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of shrimp wrap on there and we'll be all set. Well, that's a little too long. So we got a little short piece somewhere. Got a little short piece somewhere? Where are you, short piece? I know you're in here. I've been saving you. I'll just use this. It's fine. Cut just a little bit of that off. All right, let me get caught up on chat as soon as I get this shrimped up. Let me shrimp this shit up first. There we go. And we are shrimped. Yeah. Good. Yeah, do that. Nice. Woo! Getting hot. Little tiny piece of VHB, and we're good. All right. Get the backing off here, and who's building? Who else is building? What are you building? There we go. Put this little guy on here, and presto fucking changeo. Purple has become blue. Let me actually move this up a little bit so that I don't cover up the entire LED area with the wrap strap. And then let's look at this. Where's the wrap strap that came off of it? Is that this one over here? I think it is. Yeah. How many holes are in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm actually going to cut 10 so that it can not be as tight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to cut it up here, and that should be good to go. Throw this around that. How do I usually do this? Top, yeah, top like that. And right. And then like that. And then we go needle nose through the last hole. Open them up a little bit like a starfish. Cool. Come on, get through there. There we go. Alright. That's that. Pull it down a little bit. It's kind of covering up the one LED, but whatever. Can't always get what you want. Next time I do an order for Tiny's LEDs, I'll get a 5 LED version of this. Of the blue. Let's see how blue it is, and or if it blows up. Oh, it's very blue. Oh, it's very, very blue. Wow. That is quite fucking blue. And let's look at this one too. Hey, it's very blue as whoa. Okay, that was just the connector. Cool. We are blued up. In the chat. What are you guys up to? I did see the leaked footage of Joshua testing DJI V3 goggles licensed to drive. It's a joke for anybody that hasn't seen it. Seth Inman says, kind of wrecked 2750 Cape, Jesus Christ, on 6S because they were just too high. So sorry about all those questions, but do you have an opinion on the Velox Veloce motors? I haven't run those. I have run the Veloxes and they were pretty good. And don't apologize for questions. Questions are content. So yeah, if it weren't for questions, I would have nothing to talk about. Macelia says, finally crashed my old glide hard enough to break the end of one of the arms off and a horn on the other. Got the new arms so they're mismatched. Yeah, it's annoying when they're mismatched. Drone Pilot says, buying 6S setups 5-inch larger forever. Never got into 4S to be honest because I wanted a smaller amp rated ESC as they are cheaper. Seth Inman says, don't mean to make you feel old, but technically old enough to be my grandfather. It's scary. Macelia says, I have the staggered RDQ JB ones and motor wire tore one of the pads off, was able to scratch the coating off the trace enough to solder to that okay. Recursive says, no, we got that. B-Man says, can't just start a monthly payment plan on the M1 to get it in your hands a little bit sooner. I can, B-Man, but I keep hearing that it's not a great time. So if I were to get it, it would just sit in the box because I don't have room. Like when I switch it out, like I'm switching it out, and then I won't have a streaming setup. So I got to be able to like, you know, just like do it on like a Tuesday or a Thursday, which are kind of my days off. So yeah. Paul McDonald says, putting in an Acon stack, very cool. You're going to love it, Paul. Frank Nicholas says, I'm building 2 JB frames with DJI, of course. Very, very cool. They'll go well with the QAVS, non-JB QAVS that Frank Reynolds won, or Frank Nicholas won, rather. Frank Reynolds. Some of you guys that know It's Always Sunny are laughing right now. FinFPV says, working on glide build number 2 after smashing my old Nazgul. That's a hell of a step up. Nazgul to glide is a hell of an improvement. YouTube just did the thing. Smooth and Groovin says, Lapos are charged about to fly, rewatch after. Very cool, Smoothin'. And caught up. Cool. Let's get the top plate on this and move on. Camera. That. New wrap strap. I think we're good. I might want to move the strap forward a little bit. Just a little bit. To get it a little bit more onto the Nano. Yeah, this is VHB. It'll be fine. Okay. Where we at? Here we at. Here we go. Screwing things. Oh, fucking A. Alright. Hey, I can't hear rain outside. That's nice. Man, wherever the hell we fly is going to be soaked, though. We got a ton of rain. Should be alright. I should hook this up to Betaflight and check the motor health, because even though it was just a prop strike on motor number 1, there's just kind of no reason to not take 30 seconds and check the motors, especially because the propellers are off. So let's do that as soon as I'm done screwing this GoPro mount on. Oh shit, I hope the Hero 8's charged. Oh, it's plugged in right now. Awesome. It's probably been plugged in for days. Six61 says, does anybody run Crossfire Shot on their radio and actually felt any difference? I have not been running it, but I do need to do it. Joshua just put out that Crossfire video with a little tutorial, so I just need to pull that up one of these days and follow along. I've been kind of waiting for the I didn't do it because it was like a nightly build, and I was just kind of like, well, I'm sure they'll put out the stable version of it soon enough. And then like they never did. And I don't know, I just wasn't thinking about it. But then yeah, he put that video out the other day. I was like, oh cool. What the fuck? Come on, what the hell's going on here? Why is this not? Come on, dude, what? Stop fucking with me. There it goes. No, what? Asshole, come on. You're fucking screwed. Are you too good for your home? Answer me! There it goes. Why is this being such a jerk off? What the fuck? Come on, man. God damn. I'm trying to get this done. Cooperate! Like, of all things to mess with me, a screw going into its little screw home. Really? You're gonna do this? You sure this is the fight that you want to pick right now, screw? I have thumbs, let me remind you of that. Talk to the fucking cockroaches about how that went for them. They're all dead. Took every single one of them and choked them out. Alright! There we have it. Checking motor health. Commence. Turning off the soldering iron. I don't know why. It has to come right back on. Bench battery. Being plugged in. Oh, look at all that blue. Wop, wop. Man, my wrist hurts. I smashed a phone against my wrist today because I'm a strange, crazy person. USB modem. Connect. Motors. I understand the risks. One hand on the rig to feel the vibrations. The other hand... Woo! That is a bad bearing on that one, but... the motor shaft is fine, so we're going to leave it. Number 2 ain't loving life, but it's fine. Number 2 is not great, but it's within my sort of mental spec. After you've done that test a couple hundred times, you just kind of know how much vibration is too, because like you fly, you bang motors up, you look at the footage has jello. Then you put that rig on the bench, you spin the motors up, and you feel how much vibration those motors are creating, and now you have like a data point, right? And then you do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and eventually you just know, if you do this motor test a lot, which you should, Yeah, eventually you just know how much, when your hand is on the rig and you spin the motor up and it vibrates, you know how much vibration is too much. And yeah, motor 2 is a little banged up, but it's not banged up enough that it's going to cause jello or any other tune problems. I don't know. Everything looks fine. 40, 55, 85, 100. Go up on the eye gains a little bit. Throttle boost, everything looks fine. What am I doing with the filtering on this one? Oh, that's interesting. Why is that on? That's weird. Why the hell do I have that on? Huh. So that's a gyro, a PT1 gyro low pass. It's not a dynamic. I wonder if I turned this on. Did I turn this on purpose? I turned that off. That was weird. I don't know why I had that on. Huh. Okay. Minimum on the gyro RPM filter is 200. That's going to avoid this, which is good because this is going to get taken care of with the notch and with the dynamic, because the dynamic is between 80 and 350. Yeah, so we're good. Okay, cool. Paul McDonald says, 2 Happy Gilmore lines in one stream. Dan Richmond says, have to drive 30 minutes to the 5-inch flying spot, but I can fly the 3-inch around here. Following CiottiFPV suggestions, like a mini 5-inch. I love it. Yeah, man, the little 3-inch Ripsqueak 200-gram all-up weight 3-inch builds are pretty gnarly. Drone Pilot says, we did various tests, Nachi and Smooth Motors, found PWM frequency and timing, made them vibrate or not, repeated results over and over. B-Man says D-terms are low, mine are in the 60s. I use D-min, though. Why is D-min turned off? I forgot to turn D-min back on in this rig. I was playing around with not using D-min, and it would appear that I've forgotten to turn it back on. 35 and 45 is where I had it. 35, 40. Why did it change it to 34? Why won't it go up to 35? What? Is there really there's a maximum? Wow, it won't let me go higher than 34. That's weird. And 44. Oh my god, they put a top end on the D-mins. I didn't know that. Oh, you guys can't see. Sorry. Wow, I did not know that. There is a top to the D-mins. Weird. Very weird. Huh. Okay. Let me get this set back here. No, we're gonna go 60 here. Let me think about these ratios here for a second. 30 and 40, 40 down to 30, 55 down to 40. I don't want to put these too high. 40 is pretty high. Let's go 38. Let's go 30 and 38. That's probably going to be good. Don't copy this, guys. This is a pretty specific tune here. Don't copy tunes ever. It's a terrible idea. Drone Pilot, the Nachi versus Smooth motor testing that you did, let me guess, they're with the results that you're saying, I'm sure that those are 5-inch motors, right? Micro motors are a whole different universe. Bob Noxious says, what's up? B-Man says, I use D-Min 50-50 like you suggested, D's 64 and 69, filter 1.7, lukewarm, plus it's 90 degrees out. Sounds good, B-Man. There's a top to the mins because your D-term is low. Put them up. Oh, cool. Oh, look at that. Well, that's fucking cool. They build a ratio in. That's really smart. Interesting. Good call, B-Man. Good call. Okay, let me just think about this for one more second. 30 on the low, and then it's going to boost up to 45. That's a good range. 30 might be a little high, though. Let's go to 28. And then 38. Yeah, and 38 will bump up to 60. 28, 29, 30. 15, 16, 17 jump. 40, 20, 22 jump. No, this should be a little higher. Man, that's a lot of D-men, though. It'll be fine. 5-inch, 7-inch, and 10-inch motors. Yeah. Yeah. Not surprising. D-max of 45, D-max of 60. This rig needs a shitload more authority on the pitch axis because it's got the Hero 8 mount on it, and that's what's kind of making me nervous here. This is a lot of D-men on the pitch axis, but it should be fine. It should be fine. I'm gonna leave it alone. I can always change it in the OSD. So let's disconnect and move on. All right. So this is on T-Motor F40 Pro 4s, and I'm going to be putting the Starlight and Moonlight props on, so I'm going to need these low-profile nuts. So let me just spin these guys on, and then, yeah, we'll be good to go. So yeah, this other rig we are not going to get done tonight. I can't get an ESC swap done in a half an hour. That shit ain't happening. So let me check this rig that I have on my bag. Oh, yeah, okay. So there's a definite problem with this rig. Can anybody see it? Why was it on my bag? Okay, Jesus. Well, off to the races we go. This ain't gonna be a quick repair, but hopefully we can get it knocked out in a half an hour. It's a tricopter. I gotta get the other motor out. It's in the bag. Yeah, I don't run a ton of. It's more P gain, like P gain is more sensitive to vibes and crashing than D gain a lot of times. So I keep my P gains kind of in check, and I'm a little more aggressive with the D gains. But I mean, it's one of the really beautiful things about D-men is that you can go pretty crazy on the D gains and get away with it. And yeah, I could definitely tell a difference when I was not running the D-men setup, and the flight performance noticeably worse. So yeah, thanks for calling that out, B-Man. I didn't even realize that I still had rigs that were on the non-D-men, because I was just doing a little experiment. Okay, so let's get this broken ass arm off of here. This motor seems fine, so it's just gonna go right on. This pisses me off because this is a fucking brand new rig. And I very specifically said, okay, you just wrecked that other rig. Just relax. Just enjoy yourself. Have a little bit of fun. Don't blow all the rigs up. And within about 60 seconds, I was sending it down a big-ass dive gap, like a total goddamn moron, and hit an invisible piece of scraggle, and it just exploded. It just, like, I just don't... It's just so frustrating to like, specifically say, okay, just relax, idiot. Just, it's not, like, you're not going to use this footage. It's just, there's no reason to go all crazy. And then just... takes over. Get out of there. Come on. Release! It's really frustrating. But, I don't know. No, there is no but. No buts. Tina would be very sad. What do you think of that? Fucking Bob's Burgers reference. What do you think of that? Buttonhead! Oh my god, Buttonhead. You are, firmly in there, eh? That's right, I said eh. Taking that shit back from the Canadians. They've taken everything from us Americans. Nobody's taken anything from us Americans. Nobody wants anything that we've got. Rightfully so. What are they going to take from us? Racism and hatred? That's what we got in a large supply of. And it's kind of what we're known for. Alright, there we go. La 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 la. Brand new arm, first battery. Let's just bash it into some shit and blow it up. Great! Let's do that. If we're an idiot. Okay. Time to swap it. Get in there. Come on, don't make me clean you up. I gotta clean up this little area over here. It is being overrun by utter nonsense. What's going on the desktop here? Desktop here. What was that shit that I was playing before? What spot is this? Where is this? Oh, this is the shit that I want to get rid of. It'll be fun to do a little quick... No, not doing an edit from this. This was a bad day. I want to forget this day forever. I almost hit myself. It's bad. I forgot my fucking neck strap. This was an annoying day. The camera wasn't working. Yeah, this shit gets deleted forever. Goodbye! And then what is this? Cinewoop shit? Oh, come on now. 4.01 gigs. What nonsense is this? Yeah, this is that spot with the Cinewoop. This is terrible too. You go away. What do we got here? Fuzzy hair. Fuzzy hair, don't care. Oh, this is that stupid spot too. I'm gonna get rid of that as well. 15 megs, think that's a good one? Oh, come on. This is a cursed day of flying. Delete all evidence of it. Good. Goodbye! Alright. Emptied out memory card. Enduro 2. Look at me go. Cool. Okay. That's going well. This shall go into the Hero 8. Hey, by the way, I saved some weight on my Hero 8 by removing the little flip-flop on the bottom. It's 8 grams. You can save 8 grams by removing the little jib jab on the bottom. You know what I mean? The little flibby flobby, the little hibbity hee hoob. You're never gonna use it, so fucking take it off and just throw it in your bag. It's just 4 screws. Yeah, 8 gram weight savings. Put it over there with that quad. What's this, the Predator? I'm gonna leave this Predator out. Starlight camera, you go over here. No. Yeah. Yeah. Take this out. Does this have those good hibbity hoobs in it? No? Okay. Oh, that got away from me. That's not where I wanted it to go when I threw it. Foxy or box? Yeah, let's save that. I got a bunch of those I'm stacking up. Okay. These props are fucked. These are garbage. Arm. Stop making the error noise, computer, you dick. I hurt something in my wrist today. God damn. Here we go. Arm. In. Screws. Screwed. And come on, just go. Just get in there. There we go. It's like the soundtrack of a night of lovemaking with CiottiFPV. Just get in there. Come on, just go. Get it. Can you just get in there? Just go. Go. Did any of you guys happen to see that that story I put up on YouTube the other day of the clip from Brockmire? If you saw it, you'll remember. Anybody? Did anybody happen to see that? Talking about folding it over. He's having wiener problems, and he says, how about we try this? I'm just gonna fold it in half and then stuff it in. I can't continue. I can't say the rest of what he says. But it's great. If you're not watching Brockmire, you should be. It's really funny. Really, really funny. If you're a fan of, like, It's Always Sunny or The League or any, like, fart and dick joke humor shows, you're going to love Brockmire. It's on Hulu. And also, if you like Hank Azaria. Great, great, great show. I'm rewatching it at the moment. I think I'm in the last season. Yeah, I'm definitely in the last season. Okay, arm is swapped. Let's check the other arms to make sure that they're still strong and tight, and they are. All right, we're gonna put our TPU on here, and where's that confounded motor? So hopefully this did not rip any pads off, and it did not. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So let's bring the soldering iron back on here. In theory, I can just remove the solder from these pads. Hopefully I had enough extra length on these wires, and I can just strip them and solder them back on. So let's do that. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That would be really nice. If they're too short, I totally get it. But man, would it be nice if there's enough wire length That would just make my day. So I'm going to clip off the little end parts here. This is kind of how you know that your solder joints are good. If the wires tear without ripping the pads off. What that basically means is that you didn't overheat the pad and weaken the pad. Because the strands of wire are pretty goddamn strong. So yeah, if you're ripping the strands of wire rather than pulling the pads off, yeah, you're doing a good job soldering. Clean this a little bit here. It's getting a little disgusting. If you're ripping pads off, it could also be because they're shitty. The whatever the electronic was is garbage. But it could also mean that you're overheating the pads. So don't like completely blame yourself, but you know, just partially blame yourself. Because when you blame yourself, it drives you to be a little bit better. Just keep a handle on it, because it can easily turn into you know, shaming yourself and hating yourself, which I don't know anything about, because I know everything about it. Alright, so what we're going to do here, I flux these pads. We're just going to heat up the solder and just flick it off, because there's little pieces of wire up in it too. So get the whole thing hot. Let's tin the tip of the iron, that'll help heat transfer. Tin the tip, heat the whole pad, wait until the whole pad is flowing, and just yoink it right off. And I'm going to have to do it again. The Acon has nice big pads on it. And now we're going to do it again with the one next door. The trick is just to wait until it gets hot enough. Don't do it too early. And there you go. It'll leave cool little marks in your cutting pad too. It's great. So now we got to re-tin these pads. There's almost enough solder on them. Let's see. And then we're going to take a look, because we got to make sure that there's no little scraggler wires. Yeah, see, like I just found one. I just found a little scraggly wire. That's no good. Those guys will bridge the pads and blow your shit up. Alright, let's go to this outside pad. It looks clean. Alright, outside pad's fine. Middle pad, how are you doing? You're doing good. It was just this inside pad that was kind of being a dick with the little scragglers. But now I think it's okay. Let's take a look with our 5X loop, which if you don't have, you need to get. It's an absolutely essential tool for proper soldering. Hold on, I gotta get a really, really close look at this, because there were a lot of strands of wire floating around in there. The other thing I want to make sure of is the FETs are right next to these pads, so I want to make sure there's not a little strand of wire between the FET and the pad. That could be a real bad day. Get some alcohol on this toothbrush and clean this, just so that I can really see what the hell's going on. Alright, that's looking good. I can't breathe now, but at least I'll be able to see if there's any little... Oh, we are good to go. Look how clean that is. That really came up nicely. Alright, this should be cooled down by now. Sure is. And there we go. Okay, let's get this motor back on. I hope these wires are long enough. Please be long enough, wires, please. What's up, Fairly Functional? What's up, Luke Beam? If I missed anything in the chat above Luke Beam, do me a favor and copy and paste it. I'm going full speed to try to get this knocked out here before Patrick gets here. All right. I'm going to re-tin these guys. There's probably actually enough solder that seeped into the wire, but there's just no reason not to take 5 seconds to make absolutely sure. There we go. And let's see if they're long enough. We're going to put this one on at a 90-degree angle, like we always do about this time. This is the one that I'm most worried about, so I'm actually going to put this on. Well, let's just hold it on and... Oh, we're totally fine. Oh yeah, we're completely fine. Cool. That makes me happy. Alright, so let's move this around a little bit till I can really hold this wire flat against this pad. There we go. There we go. Alright, number 1 is looking good. Who does number 2 work for? Gonna bring him in a little bit of an angle here, as we do. Flatten the strands out. Make sure everything's flowing. Remove the heat. Looking good. And number 3. Again, bring him in at an angle. If anybody wants the rationale behind the angle, let me know. I explained it a lot, so you guys are probably sick of hearing it, but if there's anybody new, just let me know. It's fine. Fuck. That one's a little ugly. Kind of ran out of solder. Let's put a little more. Hold it in the same spot. Just get a little bit more just to make sure it flows on the pad and everything. That's better. Check our work. And how's that looking? First one's good. Second one is acceptable. Third one, yeah, it'll be okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. Give it a little push and pull action. It's fine. Is this VHB still sticky? Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Look at that. Caught up on chat. What are you guys talking about? Racing? Stop talking about racing. This is not the... Do whatever you want. Talk about whatever you want. As long as it's not racing. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine until it isn't. Alright, a little bit of VHB. Here we go. VHBing and sticking. Not to be confused with dicking. What? Should be right about there. Right. Get some motor screws in here, and then we can make sure it's in the exact right spot. And away we will go. Come on, get in there. Get in there, screw. Well, that's not quite right. Okay, I put it a little too far down. That's fine. Or maybe not. Oh, no, no, no. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Now we're fine. Oh, hold on. You guys a little better light. Oh, don't be a dick. Come on. Don't do me like that. Come on, man. Get up in there. Please. Get. Go home! Why are you doing this to me? Oh my god. Come on, man. Really? Why you gotta be like that? Oh, there we go. Let me just reposition this so that it's as far away from the motor as possible. That's better. That's where I want it. Dan Richmond says, random tip, getting my magnifying app on your phone, it's like a 5x loop everywhere. That's interesting. I have a, I actually have a physical macro lens for the phone that's like 10 or 15x magnification. It's really, really nice. I mean, I have to assume that all a magnifying glass application on the phone is it just puts the camera into macro mode and then digitally zooms in on it. So I think you could just do the same thing in camera, right? Just turn on macro mode and then zoom in on it. In theory. But maybe it gives you a little bit more. I know Apple will like not give you crazy magnification because like 99% of people don't need that. So maybe the microphone application will unlock a little bit of extra digital magnification or something like that. That would be my guess, at least. Damn, look at that! That was quick. Shit, I didn't realize that, I didn't think I'd get that done this quick. I was pretty sure I was going to take a little longer than that. Cool. Let's plug it in and see if it fires up. Also, we should spin that motor up to see what it's sounding like. It could have taken a little bit more abuse than I know of. So let's check that out. Let me just move these, just kind of situate these motor wires a little bit. Always spend a minute to kind of like tuck the motor wires down into like a happy little position. It really helps when you're bashing through Scraggle and shit. The little things really do make a difference, I promise. I know they might seem like kind of pedantic, but they really aren't. A million little things that you do the right way will be the difference between a rig that's really reliable and a rig that's constantly blowing up. Stupid stuff too. Like that's what gets me is when like your antenna mount breaks for the 700th time. Like don't do something different. You know? Don't keep bashing your head into the wall. If something breaks, like look at it and try to re-engineer it in your head in a way that's going to make it a little bit more durable the next time. And then just keep doing that over and over and over again. Uh-oh, flight controller's not coming on. Oh, nope, there it is. Lights are just on the other side. Soldering iron off! Battery being plugged in. Yes, no fire. Terrific. Beta flight. Motors tab. Understand the risks since the props are off. Hand on rig, one at a time. Nice and smooth, motor 1. Motor 2 is fine. Motor 3 is not great. Ooh, motor 4 is... Motor 4 is the worst of the bunch by a lot. Ooh, motor 4 is in trouble. I'm gonna leave it, I think, though. I don't think it's bad enough that it's gonna cause jello, so I'm gonna leave it. Let's take a look at the tune real quick. Maybe I'll back the tune off a little bit to get a little bit more life out of that motor. Probably not, though. Move these eye gains up a little bit. And save it. See that? Fuck, D-Min is off on this one too. 40 and 55. Okay, so yeah, I'm turning D-Min back on. I could definitely tell a difference. 70. So let's go to 30 and 40. Wow, I have a 20-point difference in the P gain. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. Why do I have so much more authority on the pitch axis? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that seems like a bit much. But I tune them while I'm flying them, so... Interesting. Fuck it, let's go for it. 45 down to third, 50 down to 30, 70 down to 40. Yeah, I can't go up any higher on this D-Min. That's fine. Take a look at the filtering. Yeah, see, on this one, I don't have that weird gyro low pass 1 cutoff. Okay, so this is more normal. Okay, cool. We're good. So, anybody wondering if the devil horns on the ends of the arms are actually worth it? They 100% saved motor number 2. Motor number 2 took a hit. The arm took a hit hard enough to break the arm itself, and the motor's completely fine. So $5 arm replaced because of the devil horns rather than $25 motor. Kind of a no-brainer. Motor foreshadowing for Megatron. Frank Nicholas says Apple devices have a built-in magnification utility. Nice, even better. Cool. Well, man, my wrist really hurts. Patrick will probably be here soon. I hope he hasn't been like texting me, like, "No, your door's locked." Nah, we're good. Later. Oh. One week from today. All right, cool. Good. And 9:59. Look at that. 9:59. Yeah. Wait. Get more of these memory cards wiped out. Oh man, where's the other? Oh, I hope it's in there. Yeah, it's in there. You guys want to watch the crash that broke the arm? I haven't even watched it yet. Oh shit! This GoPro is dead, isn't it? God damn it! All I wanted to remember to do was charge the effing GoPro. I fucking forgot. What an idiot. Hopefully, I have a GoPro that's charged. Otherwise, it's gonna be Hero 8 only. Here's the crash that broke that arm and motor. I'm not gonna shut the stream down yet or anything. I just want to show you guys this. This, then this, then this. Jesus, there's a lot of content on here. 212.15, is that it? No, 212. A while ago. Wait, 15. No, that's not right. None of that's right. Stadium. What the fuck? Come on now. Stadium. Stadium. Hey, that beautiful field. Okay, so these guys, I'm gonna just assume. Oh, what am I doing this now for? This is gonna, oh boy. There it is. Blue shirt, look at that. Hey, it's the same day. Okay, cool. Oh man, come on computer, get the fuck out of here with that. So I guess that would mean that this, well, that's a great thing to film right. Oh, that's right, the battery's dead. The battery's dead, so I did not get. Yeah, that was the ultra annoying thing about breaking that arm, is it happened without the goddamn session on there, because the session battery was dead, and I was so frustrated about it. There's Patrick. Come in! I was so frustrated about it that I just put it up in the air regardless. And now, you know, nothing works. Nothing fucking works. I'm gonna light you on fire and dance around your burning carcass.
Room service, you want me to jerk you off?
Why?
Want to make fun of everyone?
Patrick is offering free hand jobs. Come on. There we go. Okay, I can get rid of that. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to shut this mother down. I'm going to try to play you a little bit of flight footage.
Shut it down.
And I'll see you guys on Friday for 5-inch Friday. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll figure something out. Thanks for hanging out. I love every single one of you. Say hi to Patrick. He's out there running around like a lunatic. He's coming. I hear him coming.
There's a lot of giveaway packets out there for a lot of giveaway people I see on your table. Oh, whoops. Looks like I screwed
Love you
stuff
guys.
up already.
See you guys Friday. Here's some flying. From, I don't know, a day, a time.
Check those motors.
Check those motors. 1.95 gigs. This should be good. Hold on. Let me get some music for you guys. Who's that? Happy Laid Back? We don't want that. Dreamy Mysterious? We don't want that. Chasing Epic. Oh, everybody's heard this one. What about this? Dreamy Mysterious? Too dreamy. Too mysterious. Come on, man, give me something. That works. That works. Alright, boys, see you Friday. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Probably Friday. Later!